was like, should I talk to him? I'm like, yeah, please do, of course.
Harley.
Hey, Kayla.
Yes, sir.
We are really late, but this is proof positive. We need to invest in transportation.
I'm very distracted by the hey everybody, thanks so much for coming. I'm Peggy Flanagan. I'm the and we're really grateful that all of you would come out today. So Tim and I have been traveling across the state. We've had full houses like this wherever we go. As we're heading into the last 10 days before the primary, and we're feeling really good. And I hope that you are too. The one thing that I do want to say is, Tim and I have been working on this for almost a year together, right? So this is not a decision that we made the week before the convention or 24 hours before the filing deadline. That's right. We've been doing this for a long time together. And I've known Tim for quite a while. Some of you know the story that he was my camper when I was a trainer at Camp Wellstone. And this was in 2005. Tim came in and he said, I want to run for Congress in the 1st Congressional District. We said, as a Democrat? And he said, yeah. Like, okay, good luck with that. But then, by the end of the weekend, what I realized was what an incredible leader Tim Walz is, and we've been friends ever since. What you know about Tim, he's a teacher. He's a command sergeant major, served for 24 years in the Army National Guard. And he also won the state championship in football. And if you talk to him for more than 2 minutes, you'll know that story. So that's important. But really, it is important. As we've been doing this together across the state, we're like, well, we've been running together for almost a year. Either that will strengthen our friendship or we'll be at each other's throats. The good news is this team is stronger than ever. And that's the work that we've been trying to do together. So, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the work that you've done already. Thank you for the work that you will do over the next 10 days and into the future when we beat Tim Pawlenty. And this is the best part. For those of you who are sitting in front of tables, I'm going to need a little bit of help, and I need you to do a little drum roll for me. Okay? This is the best part of what I get to do. Ladies and gentlemen, the next governor of the state of Minnesota, Tim Walz.
Thank you all. Thanks to our sisters and brothers in labor for everything you do, for building this country, for creating the middle class, and for Peggy and I for always having our back. So thank you. And Bill and you too, I'm sorry I said the Frost Insulators have the best swag. So. It's good to have all the building trades. We wear the shirts, but thank you all. Peggy Flanagan is right. This is a team effort, and these campaigns are about modeling how you'll govern. And it's the reason that you're in this room today on a Saturday in August, because what you understand in the midst of all of the nonsense, in the midst of all the small, petty, divisive politics, that what Minnesotans have always known, politics can be about the inclusion, can be about the politics of happiness and joy, and can be about community. That's why we do it. Peggy and I believed from the beginning that this state has everything going in the right direction. If we can figure out how to unite this state by bringing us together around those values we all share, that every child gets that quality education, everyone has a right to health care, and make sure that they can get it and afford it. That's that right. We as a state can invest and move forward, and that we should lead in a clean energy economy with labor filling the way. We know how this thing is shaping out, and we know that primaries are about turnout. that even though Minnesotans vote in big numbers, it's about turnout. It's about getting the voters out. It's about making sure they're aware of us and we know this. And as we're going across the state, my wife Gwen is here with us today, so I'd like to thank her. And what Gwen knows, she works for the school districts in Mankato, you inspect what you expect, and her thing is that we need to make sure that everybody's talking to their neighbors, tell them why it's important to get there. I think all of us know, and we knew from the beginning, Peggy and I, the real important thing was winning in November and making sure that progressive Minnesota moves forward and doing that. We're not overlooking what's on the 14th, but what we knew is that you can run a campaign of hopefulness. You can run a campaign on your values, and you don't need to go after someone else. We know that there'll be time come November where we'll get to make a clear difference about what former Governor Paulini and why the Minnesotans that we know and you know want that to remain former Governor Paulini. But we have an opportunity, and the opportunity is this: get out. Let's fill some shifts. We got some folks with clipboards around here. Let's fill some shifts to call our neighbors. Let's do the turnout model. Let's stay positive and win this. And again, you're not turning out to vote for Peggy and I. You're turning about to vote for your families, for your children, your grandchildren, your community. That's why you're getting out to vote. And then you see something being done differently, that collaboration and sharing with people in the decision making we make. That is why we broke the mold and ran as a team. And that's why we believe that in the midst of this horrible divisive politics, that look at this. This is the beauty of it. I say this every time. It's me a little bit. I said I am an eternal optimist. It's because I supervised the high school lunchroom for 20 years. So whenever you get into this, and whenever you turn on the TV, or wherever you watch a rally, or wherever you watch division being sown or hate, here's what we get to do. Here's what we get to do in 10 days. We get to win a primary election from start to finish about one Minnesota, and that's how we're going to get that done. And then, in less than 94 days, we get to win and beat Tim Paulini and make sure that Minnesota goes in a progressive way.
Yes.
And you see this coming. We're going to get the opportunity to send back 2 senators to the United States Senate. Yes. We're going to get the opportunity in Minnesota to pick up seats. There will be Congressman Dean Phillips, Congresswoman Angie Craig, Congressman Dan Feehan in the 1st District. All of those things will happen. And imagine when we get this. Peggy Flanagan sworn in as Lieutenant Governor, the highest ranking Native American woman in American history at that point. We have a public school teacher and lunchroom supervisor as the governor. And we have a Democratic House that decides, you know what, there's some questions we need to ask. There's some answers we need to have. And this country's decided that that small, petty, divisive, angry politics, days are coming to an end. And we can count them now, 94 days. Let's do our first 10 here. As Gwen always said, and her mom told her, do the job that's in front of you. The job that is in front of us is get this thing over the finish line, turn voters out, sign up for these shifts if you can, take a yard sign, tell your neighbor why it matters, and once again, let them believe that when they go to the polls, they're going for a one Minnesota and a better future. So thank you all.
We need Tim because, as this young lady just stated, the legislature is often like a classroom or a high school cafeteria. Tim knows how to do it.
That's right, that's right. Good, that's good.
So, what's next?
Oh, sign up.
You're gonna sign up for some shifts.